I got a PM for alleyways T16, guys. What's happening there? Oh my god, Divine Hour? T16 alleyways, monster variety, Divine Hour, guys. Alleyways T16. Go, 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 go. Oh. 5. Omen of Fortune! What? I dropped my Omen of Fortune! 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Hi, what's up YouTube? And just want to do a quick summary of everything that I've learned so far on the Divine Lantern. So first and foremost, I'm going to cover 5 topics. So first one's going to be on the Atlas passive. So for the Atlas passive tree, what you want on your tree is going to be all the Quant and Rarity. So that means everything in the center wheel and the little wheel in the center as well. That gives you Rarity. That will scale the amount of loot that the monsters will drop. Second and most importantly is going to be the map effect. So taking all the map effect at the top hat of the tree, getting all of these little points over here, here, and here to be able to scale your map effect further and make sure you chisel your maps to get the full effect for chiseled perfection. Next up, we also have Delirium, which may or may not add some additional Quant, but I'm just adding it on just in case, since my build is strong enough to do it. If your build is not strong enough, you can opt out of Delirium. Next is you can either use either exarch or ether, and you can take the one that you prefer more, and make sure to take all the pack size because the altars will give you Quant and Rarity, and on top of that give you the option to be able to duplicate basic currency. Lastly, because all the divine altars so far have been a divine conversion mob on a rare monster, on the strongest monster in the pack, which is generally rare, what I did was also opt into seance, which will possess them and make sure that they have more Quant, more Rarity, and they will drop more loot. And that is it for my Atlas passive tree. So I linked the image of my Atlas passive tree in the description below. Next up is going to be Scarabs. So the optimal Scarabs, in my opinion, for rare monster divine conversion. So I think earlier there was an option for unique, but I'll talk about that in just a second. But for generally, most of the divine conversions are going to be on rare monsters, I believe. And for that, I believe what I've been using that and getting decent success on is using Scarab of Adversaries, 2 of them, 2 Scarab Adversary, 2 Scarab Divinity, as well as 1 Horn Scarab of Nemesis. This can be a little bit expensive, so the alternatives is going to be Scarab Wisp, or if you don't have that and you don't have Delirium on your tree, that's where you can use the Delirium Scarab to add that on, and you can turn it off whenever you want if you don't take the Endless Delirium. So if Divines spawn on a unique monster, what I believe would be really good is going to be Titanic Scarab of Treasures, where you can add more rewards and therefore get more loot out of them. But once again, depending on your build, you may not be able to handle all of this content all at once, so definitely scale back if you're not able to do them, and just make sure you're able to kill as much rare monsters per hour as possible. Alright, so third is going to be my experience so far and other findings. I've tried Ritual at the initial phases and it didn't seem to work for conversion even if the rare monster spawns within the Ritual. What I noticed is that the loot that drops doesn't seem to contain any divines or any form of conversion, and the Ritual itself is dropping the items. Therefore, you don't get the conversion. At least I've not gotten it so far. I've done it on at least 10 or more rare monsters. I haven't gotten a single divine. Strongbox doesn't seem to work from conversion as well because it's going to be the strongest monster of the pack. Strongboxes spawn a few packs of monsters around the Strongbox, so we don't really get the strongest monster conversion there as well. Third, I believe his Rarity is going to affect it, so definitely carry a gold flask along with you when you're going to magic find. And of course, if you can fit in Rarity in your other gear pieces, even better. Item Rarity spot is something that I'm thinking of, so I'll definitely opt into it and try it out on the next run, so that could help a lot more as well. And as I mentioned earlier, Quant altars, basic currency dupe, I believe can help a lot. I've gotten a grand total of 1 currency dupe out of the many I've dropped so far, but it works. I've at least tested that. Tip number 4, make sure to pre-lock your map 30 seconds before the hour. Because as you know, the rotation happens every hour. So technically you can see now it's 7:54. If you go 7:59 and you're halfway into the minute, get off your map wherever you are, put in another map, open it, and then put in another map and press activate. When you do that, you will lock it in place. So what I mean by that is that if you have a map, at the hour, what you do is open the map, let's say this is the divine, boom, open it. And then what I do next is I put in another map, boom, and then that's it. And then you press escape. That will lock in the map even though you're past the hour for the divine conversion. So you get one additional map in, even though you have like 10 seconds left for the hour. Next is something I do if you're able to handle all mods is I exalt all my maps to be 6 modifiers after you hit that, but also do be careful if you cannot do some modifiers that may not be an option for you. And before you start blasting those maps, you make sure that you have the correct number of watchstones in and the map favored, because chances are you may not be able to full sustain if you don't have enough map supply. So make sure that you favorite the map that you're running for that. And if you can identify the divine rare monster, if you know which is the divine rare monster, let's say it's going to be this, you're going to be skeleton. If you have enough map pool, you can just run through the map and kill this monster and go next. It's the number of rare monsters per hour. It's going to be important to be able to drop as many as you can. The full juicing with how I did Scarabs can make the monsters quite strong, so do be careful is my last point. When it comes to mod regexes, I have a few regexes. This is from Falcon's Discord, but you can see over here, I'll put it in the description below. But essentially what we see here is going to be a number of mod groups. So mod group number 1 is the largest one. So it is inhabited monsters by these ones. Group 2 is much smaller, goatmen and demons, and the last one is kind of the others. Monster variety and range monsters seem to be in their own group over there. So that is for point number 5. So that's what I'm going to cover, and definitely it is crowdsourced like all of this, and the best places to be are going to be probably streamers' streams, and Falcon's Discord has somehow become the go-to place, the consolidation for crowdsourced information when it comes to Divine, and it will ping whenever we find it. The last one I had was on Relic Chambers, which we found like 15 minutes left of the hour, and I had to blast a T17 because it was a 3-stone tier 15 relic chamber, so I had none of that. I had to do a tier 17, put some map scarabs in, drop some T15 scarabs, and then set up my map pool. And by the time I have less than 15 minutes left to blast the last 7 divines within that hour. But I achieved decent success. I've probably people out there who may have gotten more divines than me, so happy to hear more about. Comment down below if you've gotten actually more divines and what your strategies are with dropping these. But with that so far, I've dropped quite a number of divines, probably in the ballpark of around 40 plus 50 divines from the setup that I've used so far. So thanks so much for watching. I'll be streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv/aeroplane, and if you liked the video, follow, subscribe if you want to hear more. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.